The Great One's Future by ParadexTM 16 Mia Isawa. Rimuru Pav. I was sitting on my throne as you Sally, but them suddenly two demons teleported in front of me with the wife and daughters of the Duke. Cerberus sent me a message that the Duke wanted his family at a safe place. I sighed. Well, who wouldn't want to save his family, right? I thought, and stood up and walked down to them. We only saw us for a short time, so I will introduce me again, I said, smiling. I am Rimuru Tempest. The most of you would know me under the name of Chaos Creator, and sitting behind me is my wife Chloe Aubert. You should know her under the name of Goddess of Time, I said, which surprised all three of them. Wait, Chloe Aubert? That can't be, the wife of the Duke said, and kneeled down immediately. I am sorry for what the kingdom did to your family. Please just take my life and let my daughter's life, she said. Mom, what are you doing? One daughter said. Mom, stop, please, the other shouted, and hugging her. I remained silent as Chloe stood up and walked down to them, patting the heads of the two daughters. How could I kill so cute girls, hey? She said, smiling. And you are friends of Viola, right? She would be sad when these two would be killed. Thanks, the mother said weakly. And you too. Why should I kill you? After all, you are their mother. Who am I to destroy a family? Also, it wasn't you who had done this to my family, she said. So is Viola here? The younger one of them asked, excited. Yes, Chloe's answered short, and she seemed happy. Can I go to her, please? Then the other daughter said. I want to go too. I haven't seen her for a long time. I then looked at the servants who wanted to serve me some tea. You go and bring them to Viola. I am sure she is awake, I said. Of course, they said, bowing and then taking the two daughters away. Then I talked a bit with the mother of them. She told me about the king and what happened to the Aubert family. After that, a few servants showed her the room she will live in for now, and I sat down on my throne again, looking at Chloe. It surprised me that you were so calm, I said, looking at her, and she smiled. Would I take out my rage at them? I wouldn't be any better than these nobles, she said. And all the nobles were killed, so I have my revenge already. After all, I am too wasn't there to save them. But only because I asked you guys to watch over other universes, I said. Well, yes, but I could have at least visited sometimes, she said, a bit sad. Then suddenly my two primordial demons teleported into the throne room. My king, my queen, we accomplished our mission, Vera said. Minami nodded at her statement. Good. You two, I will grant you something you deserve as reward, I said, and both were shocked. We don't need something like this, Vera said. That's right, we are just your humble servants, Minami said. Don't be like this. Just take it, after all you have helped me a lot, Chloe said. Both again wanted to say something but remained silent and looked at each other. My king, this can be a bit rude, but we want to call you queen. After all, this world has given you the title goddess and not god. So we thought if it would be okay if we call you queen only when others are here, and your wife then king, Minami said, ready to receive any punishment. But I just giggled. Both of them were surprised about it. You just want that? I asked, and they nodded. You know I don't care how someone calls me. Of course it must be respectful. I only said to you to address me with king because I thought it would be a bit weird for Chloe, I said. Dear, you know that I don't care about that. You were always called a woman first because you really look like one, she said in a slight mocking tone. I looked at her but decided to ignore it. All right, then just address me as queen, I said, and then both seemed to be happy and disappeared with their normal, yes, my queen. I sighed and let me fall back. Chloe laughed. Seeing you so tired? Is everything okay? Chloe asked with a warm smile on her face. It's just so much. Even Seal is helping me, but it seems to come more and more trouble. I still has those children that a hero is training at the moment. I need to visit them. Then I need to help Murin. The elves having problems and many more things. We don't even need to mention all my children all over this world, I said, honest. Chloe looked at me and then kissed me suddenly. Don't be like this, dear. I am sure you will handle all this perfectly, and as for the children, aren't you happy to have those? She said. Of course, I said, and then I talked with Chloe for the next few hours. Little did I knew that something so unexpected will happen. Then Cerberus came back. My queen, she said as she bowed. I looked at Chloe and smiled. Seems Vera and Minami don't can hold their mouth shut for a few hours, huh? I said, and Cerberus smiled. My queen, we have successfully killed those who dared to lay a finger on you family, and take kingdom now is under our control, she said. I see, good job, Cerberus. And I think this girl then is the princess? I asked, and then a young black-haired girl walked next to Cerberus. Did she really thought I wouldn't see her behind Cerberus? I thought and smiled, but then as I once again looked at her I noticed something, and Chloe also had a confused face. Seal. Who is this? I asked her. Wouldn't that take all the fun, dear? She asked, and a vein popped out of my head. Well, even when I can't have something like veins, after all I am just your super normal slime, right? Seal. This is not the time to say something like this. Anyo. Is something wrong? The princess asked. What's your name? I asked her with a bit of ordering voice. She was surprised but replied with, I am princess. I stopped her immediately. No. Your real name, you are clearly from another world, I said, which surprised her even more. My name was Mia Isawa, she said, which shocked me. Seal, how the actually pack can this be? Who is she? Why does she have the same name as Shizu and looks like her? Please dear, don't be so mean to me, Seal said with an sad face. Sob. Oi Seal, I am sorry. I didn't mean to be so harsh. I love you, I said. I am lucky she seemed to have changed her mood. I love you too, master. Wait, easy. Wait, what did you say? I asked. Nothing, just your imagination, she replied. Anyway dear, according to my research it's Shizu Isawa's mother that died during the Second World War and got reincarnated here, Seal said, which left me with an open mouth. Didn't Shizu searched for her soul? I asked. That's right, but it seems like her soul entered directly the path of reincarnation, but then it got sent here. Seems like it's because someone messed with the reincarnation system, Seal said. But wasn't that way earlier then when Veldora looked over it? Yes. Anyways, she is definitely her mother. I looked at Chloe. Can you let her age, Chloe? Of course dear, but is she? Chloe asked. Don't worry, I will explain later on, I said, and the Chloe did what I asked for. The young princess then turned into a woman at the age from 30. You ask why? Wouldn't it be weird for looking younger than you, Dahiter? Then I asked Seal to create with the help of an ultimate skill enough souls to make her in sage and then also infuse her in spirit, which will be in charge of giving her immortality. What happened with me? She asked, surprised. I will introduce myself. My name is Rimuru Tempest and I am. Well, I think it's better when someone you know will explain it for you, I said, and then looked at Chloe. She is the goddess of time, Chloe Aubert. I have a déjà vu. Did I say that already this day? I thought, and then continued. As for what happened to you, I evolved you into an sage, I said. But why would you do such a thing? She asked, clearly suspicious of me. Or better, someone will explain it to you, please wait. I then asked Seal to start a thought communication with Shizu. Shizu? Honey. You're Rimuru, right? I am not dreaming, right? She asked, surprised. I am Rimuru, so please calm down. I want you to ask if you would like to come to the Cardinal World again. Chloe is already here and someone you would like to meet. Is that so, Rimuru? Then of course I will come. Thank you for inviting me. I missed you, she said, and then the connection was closed. I closed my eyes. Really? If this goes on, all my old friends will be here again. I am stressed out already, I thought, and could hear Seal laughing. Seal, what is it? You surely didn't do anything, right? I asked MHH. I don't know what you are asking, dear. Of course I didn't plan this or anything, she said, suspicious. I said, just you imagination, she replied. Really lately I hear this sentence often.